Hi, good morning. Just like to take you through the Ducati I bought from eBay. It's a project. It's an 1100S Hypermotard, and it needs an extensive restoration. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around the bike. I went to buy the bike off the guy first. Very helpful. Told me a lot about the bike. It was standing for about 2 years outside with no cover on. So you can imagine the colour of it. The actual condition is quite bad. A lot of the paint's flaked off, and the plastics on it are, and the carbon fibre trims, the lack has come off quite a bit of them. The Olin shock wants a refurb, the front fork's going to need a refurb, the frame's going to need a repowder coating, the swing arm's going to need a powder coating, the wheel's going to need a powder coating, the engine's going to have to come out obviously, and that's going to have to have a refurb and repaint or Cerakote, and basically get it back up to scratch how it's supposed to be. I'm going to walk you around the bike now and show you a quick look at how it is, and I'll let you cast your own mind on this one. Thank you. So here we are with the 2008 Ducati Hypermotard. It's 1100. As you can see from the carbon fibre, the actual shalings come off the carbon fibre, exposed a lot of the actual matting. The exhaust doesn't look too bad, it's just a bit of surface corrosion, I think. It could clean up. Go from there. It's actually got the open clutch on that the previous owners bought, plus it's all got the carbon fibre covers that all need a refurb, or I'll have to get some new for them. If you look at the engine here, it's quite scaly. You know, a lot of the paint has come off the engine, so that needs to be addressed. The wheels don't look bad. Do want a refurb, and so do the brakes. The brakes need a refurb because the brakes are grinding up on it. That's the seat. I've had to sort them out. I've actually noticed the gear lever's been bent. It's either been leaned over or fell over at some time. That needs sorting out. So it's basically a full strip from start to bottom. I don't really like the colour of the black, I'll be honest with you. I know that's the original colour and you're supposed to keep stuff the original colour, but I think the red and the black frame, the red and the red frame would actually look better. It's had a bit of an odd life. Apparently it's got 29,000 miles on the clock, and as you can see, it's been sitting outside. Just look at the corrosion on the engine. It's layers. Look at the back shock, all the paint's come off the shock. It's in a real sorry state. It's such a sad bike at the moment, and so I want to get it back up to scratch. It has had a new sprocket on the back at some time. The gear lever is slightly bent as well. That needs sorting out. The seat itself, if you look at the seat, take the seat, all the seats coming to bits here. That needs sorting out. The carbon on the back here is all very bad. That needs sorting out as well. It's got the standard exhaust on, and if you look at the frame, the actual tank itself, all the lacquer's coming off here. So the bike supposedly got 29,000 miles on the clock. Now, it hasn't got a battery on because it's been standing. The guy took the battery off, which he was honest with me, so I took the battery off it. And what I want to do then is, I'm going to put a boost pack on. I'm going to take the spark plugs out. I'm going to do a compression test on it. So I'm going to change over slowly first, get some oil down the bores, and then once I've got some oil down the bores, see when we do a compression test, just see what the engine's actually like, if it's got good compression or not, and then go from there. And then hopefully we might try and get it going as it is. It's going to be a bit rough and it might run, but I need to take the belt covers off to check the belts first, check there's nothing wrong with the belt covers. The actual belts themselves, the last thing I want to do is try to start it with the belt snapped. The guy's actually given me all the paperwork for it, and I've also got a set of belts as well for it. Brand new Ducati genuine belts, which will be fitted when the engine's all painted up and sorted. If you look at the oil lines down here, they're very corroded. They need sorting out. It's basically it's a full resto, but when it's done, it will look really cool, and that's what we want. Get it back up to scratch, get it back to how it's supposed to look, because there isn't apparently many of these 1100S on the road at the moment. The 08 ones I've seen on another guy's channel. There was a guy called Lamb Chop Racing, I think it is, and he's really good. He's done a refit on one of these, a rebuild, and it come up beautifully, but it wasn't in such a bad a state as this. So it's a bit of a project to say the least. So what I'll do is I'll take the covers off the timing covers, see what the belts are like, then we'll put a battery on, see if we can get some dash lights lit up on it, and see if we go from there. Okay, this part of the video now is a piece when I put in, because I missed a little piece out of me taking the timing covers off. So all the pins come out okay, and basically it's exposing the belts and the corrosion behind the belts, and basically examine the belts to see the condition of them. So this little bit basically is just to explain what I did next. It would be really nice to get these back carbon covers off. As you can see, the bolts are all there now. There's a lot of corrosion inside that needs sorting out pretty quick. So what we'll do is we'll get the spark plugs out next, and once we've got the spark plugs out, we're going to tip some oil down the bores, see if we can get the battery booster on it, turn it over, see what condition the spark plugs are. I can't actually see if it's had a belt on it sometime, but it doesn't look like a job to do. It doesn't look like quite a bad job to do. So that's where we're going at the moment. So let's get the spark plugs out. So we took the spark plugs out. This one at the front was slightly a little bit wet. I thought they might have different spark plugs in, but they both got the same spark plugs in. And if you look at the condition of the spark plug, that one doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's been firing right. The front cylinder one, it's okay. So I'm going to take the spark plugs out the other side now, and then we'll get some oil down so we can get it fired over. Okay, so of course I haven't actually got a battery for it. I've actually used a boost pack. I've took the spark plugs out both sides, as you can see. No spark plug in that cylinder, no spark plug in that cylinder. Leads are off. Spark plugs are on the floor. They're not the best. They've had seen better days, you've been waiting. Spark plug out to that one. Spark plug out to this cylinder here, and if you look at the spark plugs here, you know, they're okay. Looks like it's been burning right, but this spark plug has got bits of red in it. I don't know what that is. So it's corrosion or... So the best thing to do then, I'll put plenty of oil down the bores. So we'll see what happens now, and then I'm going to fire it over in a minute to see what dash lights we've got. So what I've actually done is I've sprayed some maintenance spray down the bores and some light oil just to check to see how it goes. I'm going to put the ignition on for the first time now. So we've actually got ignition. A few problems with that. Let's press the button and see what happens. Let's turn it over. Let's go back around again. Let's try it again. Belts are moving. So that's okay. You can smell water. You can really smell water in the cylinders, but it seems to move. So what we're going to do now is we'll clean the spark plugs, we'll put the spark plugs back in, with a bit of fresh fuel and see what happens. And hopefully it might fire in. It has got oil in the engine, I did check, and I'm just fingers crossed now. Clean the spark plugs, put all the spark plugs back in to see what happens, just for fire it over, see if it will run. I've got some fresh petrol, put some fresh petrol in it. If it fires in, good to go. We'll see what happens, eh? So I had a bit of a problem with this now. I've come to put some fuel in it. I put the spark plugs back in and on one side, and I thought, right, I'll get my compression tester. So I put the compression tester on, and the size is different. It will not fit the spark plugs. It's too big. It's for a car and it's slightly different. So I haven't got the adapter for that. So what I've done is I thought, right, I'll just put some fuel in it and see if it will run. A bit of a problem there, as you can imagine. The bike's been standing for 2 years, and so I've come to put the key in the actual petrol cap, and it was just absolutely solid. So with about 20 minutes of hard work, try and get it going, as you do, and keep working it and working and working it, I actually used some GT85 on it, and basically with a good 20 minutes it saved me a lot of hassle, because the last thing I want to do is start damaging locks and damaging keys and damaging the tank just to put some fuel in it. So I managed to put some fuel in it, and I'm going to give it a fire up in a minute and see actually what happens. So made a bit of a mistake with this, because I did actually fire the bike up and it fired inversely straight away. I was really surprised. Just prime the fuel and away it go. I forgot to record the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record this on the next video, and that'll be start up and all the little tinkering noises and bits and bobs it needs you can listen to when it's running, and the oil leak. It has got an oil leak. So yeah, it's not a problem, but it runs, and that will be in the next video. So I'd like to say thank you for everybody to watching. Subscribe, like, all the normal YouTube stuff everybody seems to say, but also I'd like to apology to Lamb Chop. It's actually Lamb Chop Rides, not Lamb Chop Racing. Check out his channel. He's got some great stuff on there for bikes, especially the Ducati one and other bikes he's actually done. So say thank you to everybody for watching, and take care. Thank you.